Brother, please state your name and spell it.
Brother Leo Willett, Willett.
What years were you associated with OLV and/or Nolan Catholic High School?
1 year, 1962 to 63.
In what capacity did you serve there?
I had the title of assistant principal, and I was in charge of most of the school matters.
What was it like there during that time from OLV to Nolan Catholic change and all that? What was it like there on campus?
Well, I was only there 1 year, and it was a very important year, I was told. I was surprised by the assignment. I arrived there on August 11th, my birthday, and the birthday of John Kurtz, who picked me up. And on the way home, he said, "Leo, I heard you'd like to do schedules, students and faculty, so we saved it for you." So that was my introduction to my work. It was the first year that we had 4 years of girls and 4 years of boys. The first year there was freshman boys only. Then they became sophomores, a new freshman class, and the junior and seniors came from Lanier High School, Benedictine School, which was being closed. And that was probably the main reason I was asked to come there. I was noted as one who could put things in order, somewhat a disciplinarian too. And there was concern by the sisters and about this situation of the new faculty. So should I keep on talking about that? On the girls' side, there was Sister Elizabeth and Sister Eleanor. And Sister Eleanor sort of had the same position with the girls as I had with the boys. And we both felt like there needed to be a little bit more conversation and planning between the two sides. There were so many differences. First of all, the girls' classes were, I think theirs were longer, and ours were short. The boys were shorter. They had their report cards every 9 months, and we had ours every 6 months. They had letter grades, we had number grades. And periods were different. They had more, I think, hour classes, and we had 42-minute classes. And so it was very different. Even the salary schedules for the lay teachers were different. So there was a difference in what was going on.
You were basically coexisting in the same building?
That would be a good way of describing it.
That you and Sister Eleanor discussed making it more uniform?
Yeah, a little bit more, or at least we knew what was going on, and they knew what was going on, and we'd work together a little bit better to sort of, have some unity, you might say, about the year.
Was that the goal of the campus to begin with, of moving the schools there, or was it always to be
Well,
existing?
uh, going way back in church law, the sisters were not to teach high school boys, and the brothers were not to teach high school girls. Going way back. Well, the thing of the sisters teaching high school boys, that has stopped much sooner than the other way. So it was a rarity for brothers to be teaching high school girls. And we had around that time the Vatican II. I forget the exact year, but it's around that time. I later on started a co-institutional school. It was called up in Omaha, and it was to be separate. But after Vatican II, we could start working together a little closer. And I'm sure some other places they did. But the schools were, and that was mainly because of the teachers, sisters and brothers.
Was there a competition between the schools, or was
Not-
it just we're here?
Not really. There wasn't really two schools. Each would sort of go its own way. We had common time at lunchtime, and then in the use of the library, and then for events. So there was, we're both one school. By the way, it was OLV, Our Lady of Victory. And that was the case for the first 2 years. I was there the second of that. So during my time there, it was OLV. And we had some things that we would do in common, but it was classrooms basically were separate. As time went on, that changed, and then they would be some classes in which they would have both boys and girls, like physics, special classes. They would combine, and it went on and on. But I was only there that 1 year, and that's all I can talk about.
Was the name change a surprise?
I don't think so. The name change was done at the graduation, the first graduation. See, the first of girls and boys. See, the first year of the school, there was a graduation of girls only. My year, and I was only there that 1 year, which was the year of, that would have been 62, 63. So that class of 63 was the first one in which there were boys and girls that graduated from OLV. And at that time, it was announced that the new name of the school would be Monsignor Nolan. Monsignor Nolan High School. Now, Monsignor Nolan was pastor of St. Patrick's, which I think became the main of the diocese. And as I recall, the lady who gave a considerable amount of money, especially the property, I think was the Amon Carter.
Yes.
Amon Carter's
Can we start that thought over again? The
Yeah.
person who contributed the money to buy the property
Yeah.
was.
the okay, the person who gave us the property was, I believe, Ruth Carter, and and her married name was Stevenson, but she was the daughter of the